Hello, boys and girls. Pearl Wisdom here from B-Pal Picks. And there's no picks, no games tomorrow, Friday the 7th, Good Friday. Enjoy your long weekend, everybody. And I wasn't going to do all the picks in the land today. Why? Because we didn't even come close to the likes needed to do it. But I thought there's no games tomorrow. I'll do it anyways. 30 likes. Tap that like button, boys and girls. Okay, we got to do this quick because we got lots of games. Yesterday's games, we had Jets and the under. We got the under. I like the under better, so I had more on the under. Rangers and Lightning, I had the Rangers money line and the under. I like the Rangers more, so I had more on the Rangers, so we were up on that. And we had Oilers minus 1.5 and the under, and we hit. So we did pretty well yesterday. Well, another green day for everybody in the land there. Tap that like button. You can get all these green picks more often. And remember, I do baseball. I just did a baseball pick for you, too. Playoffs are coming up. Get into B-Pal for the playoffs, man. We crush playoffs. Okay, now for the 6th. Yesterday was the 5th, right? 6th, Toronto versus Boston. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to bet this yet, but I have a really sinking feeling here that Boston's going to shut down Toronto. I want to take Toronto under 2.5 goals. That's plus 100. If I hit that, like nobody saw that coming. I lean the under, and I lean Boston. Ottawa versus Florida. I think you got to take Florida here at plus 197. You got to take Ottawa at plus 197. Florida could win, but I don't like that minus 220. Ottawa's a gaming, man. They especially the Kachuk brothers going up against each other. I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't like the total at 7. I'm going to bet this live, but I think I would play Ottawa if I was going to play this game. So far, I have nothing on it. Washington versus Montreal. I would take the over here. It's probably going to be a loosey-goosey game. Montreal hasn't been scoring, but Washington's really bad defensively. And I think this is a stat padding game where, you got nothing to lose. You might as well pad your stats, get your bonuses and stuff like that. So I take over 6.5. And I'd probably take Washington, but at minus 160, for a team that really sucks, it's up to you. You want to take it, take it. Columbus versus New Jersey. I think New Jersey's going to come out and smoke Columbus here. Minus 1.5 is not even that. It's the number. It's minus 400. It's pretty tough. Maybe take it in a parlay or something of that nature. Again, this is a 7, so I'll probably be looking to see how the game starts out and try to get it on a live bet. If you want my live bets, hit the link. You can even just get tonight with 14 games on the card and for $15. Minnesota versus Pittsburgh. I can't trust Pittsburgh with Jari in net. Pittsburgh needs this game. They should win this game, but I'm not taking them at minus 130. I would take Minnesota at plus 118 before I did that. I do like the over a little more, though, so I'll go over 6 at minus 110. Buffalo versus Detroit. Buffalo is a great team when they have nothing to play for. Detroit has been playing fairly well as of late, but I'm going to lean Buffalo here. They're going to have the kid Levi in net. It's the hot commodity right now. He looks like Carey Price. And I think he'll just keep it rolling. With that in mind, I would kind of lean the under here, but it's kind of tough to do with these two teams. Total is a little bit tricky for me, but at plus 113, I would play the under before I would play the over, rather than minus 125 for the over. Tampa Bay versus the Islanders. Tampa Bay coming off of a big game against the Rangers. They played 4 games in 6 nights, and they don't play well on back-to-backs. Islanders have had 3 days rest, and they need this win. It's a spot for the Islanders here. I'm going to take the Islanders. I took the Islanders at minus 115 last night. It's now minus 139. If you were in B-Pal, you would have saved yourself quite a bit of scratch right there. And as far as the total is concerned, I would go over. Elliott's going to be in net for Tampa Bay. He always lets a couple in. Tampa Bay's got shooters to score on Sorokin if need be. I could see a 4-2 win or 5-2 win for the Islanders here. Carolina versus Nashville. I think you got to go the under simply because of the way both of these teams play and Saros being in net. And at plus 158, I would actually take Nashville here. They need the win, and Carolina hasn't been in the best form late in the season. They've had trouble scoring as well. If you have trouble scoring, Saros is not a good mix for that. He's probably the second best or third best goaltender in the league. So that's not what you're needing when you're having trouble scoring, I would say. St. Louis versus the Rangers. We just talked about Tampa played the Rangers. The Rangers beat Tampa Bay last night. They're on a back-to-back. They had to fly in the middle of the night to play St. Louis here. St. Louis has been playing game hockey the last little while. Even though they gave up a lot of their players, they've been playing hard. And I think they will here. I think this is another good plus money play for you at plus 147. And I think the over is probably pretty good since St. Louis has not been playing very good defense, if defense at all. And the Rangers are going to have Halak, their backup, in net. Philadelphia versus Dallas. I got to go Dallas at minus 1.5 here. Philadelphia seems to have just given up the ghost, and I kind of lean to the over as well. Chicago versus Vancouver. I'm going to take Vancouver as well. Yeah, Chicago won against the Calgary Flames when the Calgary Flames were playing tight. But this is a loose Vancouver team that's trying to prove themselves, and I think they'll probably win. I kind of lean the over on this one as well. Los Angeles versus Vegas. Vegas has been playing a lot of travel right now. They've been traveling a lot, playing 4 games in 6 nights. LA coming off of 2 losses against the Oilers. I think they want to get things right here, big time. And they're a good team. They were in a bad spot against the Oilers, and now they got a team in a bad spot. And I think they'll take advantage of it, and they'll take this game at, again, some plus money for you at plus 103. On the road. I would go under the total here, though. I think Vegas is going to try to shut her down. I'm not totally sold on the total here because Brossoit is in net for Vegas. But if I had to play it, I would play the under. Arizona versus Seattle. Arizona, I think their defense is just dried up. It's done. It's the end. They played hard all year. They have. But I think they're still starting to fade now. And the last couple games, 3 games, they've been blown out, and I don't think that changes here. So I'm going to take Seattle minus 1.5, and I'm going to lean the over. I think Seattle could score all those goals to get it over. Seattle needs the win, too. It's not like need, but if they win this game, they are in the playoffs, officially in the playoffs. So I don't think they're overlooking Arizona. Colorado versus San Jose. San Jose gave them some trouble the last time. I don't think Colorado's going to want to screw around here. I think Colorado does them dirty at minus 1.5. You can get that at plus 100. I think that's good value to play against one of the worst teams in the league with the Stanley Cup champions, even though the San Jose is at home. And I would lean the over just like the last game. All right. There's all the picks in the land for you. That's my full 42. You guys have a great Easter, all right? I'm sending you Easter Pearls of Wisdom necklaces. You should see them. They're all colors. They got little eggs on the side. You can add that to your collection. Hernandez and Melissa are going to work all over Easter weekend. And they're going to send all the Pearls of Wisdom necklaces to all the people in the land. Comment in the comment section when you get it, all right? And also, pick the right score of any of these games, and I will give you a playoff package of the whole playoffs of bpalpicks.com. And if you comment in the comment section, I'll actually take $20 off the rest of the season for you too. So that's what you get for watching the whole video. Okay.